Hi everyone, in today's video we're gonna start learning type annotation. We're gonna begin our journey of learning TypeScript. But also make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get notified about new content. Let's get started. Alright my friends, here I've already opened VS Code and we're gonna start directly creating our first TypeScript projects. And to do so, we're gonna need to open the command prompt here in the VS Code, New Terminal. And once you click on New Terminal, you're gonna need to open command prompt. And then the first things to do, you have to ensure you have TypeScript installed on your computer and Node. You have to ensure these tools, Node and TypeScript, installed on your computer. To check see if TypeScript it is well installed on your computer, you need to type this command, tsc. Once you see that, it is mean that TypeScript it is installed. The TypeScript installed on my computer it is 4.9.4. Now, if you have these tools installed on your computer, now you're good to go. Now we can create our first TypeScript project. Then we need to type this command to initialize our TypeScript projects. Once you run this command in the command prompt, you're gonna create a tsconfig.json, which contains a bunch of property. You can see it contains a bunch of property. Now we need here to get into your TS course project folder at the root and create two folders. The first one it is going to be the source where we are going to put our TypeScript code, and then the second one, the build folder, it is going to hold or transpile TS code. Now here we need to specify these directories within the tsconfig.json file. We need to look for two property here. Now we need to look for root dir. You scroll down, you're gonna find root dir, or you can type Ctrl F and then you can find root dir. Okay, you can type this command and then you can see root dir here. We uncomment it and then specify the root directory of your project folder. We need to find another property here. It is going to be the out dir. This is here, and then you need to uncomment this line and you need to specify the build folder. Once you finish, now we have to create our first TS file. Let's say main.ts. And then here, we're gonna start by learning type annotation. So to get started, what is type annotation? Type annotation allows to add type to variables and functions by using this syntax, by using a colon after a variable declaration. Now, let's say we need to declare a variable. Let's use a name. This is our variable. And then in JavaScript, we were doing things like this. Without specifying any value. We can even compute the sum of two numbers like this without knowing any type. In JavaScript, this code here doesn't have any issue. However, in TypeScript, it is an issue here. We are getting here an error. To remove this error, we need to specify the type. Now, let's create first our first type in TS. Now, let's use a name. The name of the variable and then colon followed by the type. Let's say string. This is how we create a variable in TypeScript. The name of the variable, colon followed by the type. We need to assign to this variable. And then we're gonna say this is Bob. Let's say age. This is a number 12. Can create even an array of numbers, const array number, the type, and then to create an array we need to pass the square brackets. And then here we're gonna pass here some numbers like this. Okay, let's create an array of string. Const users is going to contain string, this array string, like this, square bracket. Then we can pass in some name, Chris, Ben, Fred. This is how we can create an array of numbers. Now, let's see how we can make type annotation to a function. Let's create a function that is going to make the sum of two numbers. Function, sum, and then we need to pass it two parameters, a and b. A, it is going to be a number, and b, it is going to be a number. But also we need to specify the return type of this function. The return type is here. We specify to be a number, and then here we are going to return a and b. And if we call our function, we say sum, you can see that if it doesn't pass parameter to this function, and then if it doesn't pass parameter to this function, you're gonna see that TypeScript, it is going to throw an error here, expected two arguments, but got 0. Here we need to pass a parameter. The first one, it is a number, and the second one, it is number. 2 and 7. You see that we don't have any error here. Now, if we just enclose 7 into quotes, you are gonna get an error here because 7, it is a string. It is not a number in this case. Now, okay, we replace it by 7. And then once we finished writing our TS project, we need to transpile it down to JavaScript. And JavaScript code is going to be moved in the build folder. And to transpile our main.ts file down to JavaScript, we're gonna type this command, tfc, and then enter. Once you enter and open the build folder, you're gonna see that we have a main.js file. And then we can execute our code node build and then main. Let's get into cd build and then node main.js, and then we can see that we are getting here 9. To make a quick recap, guys, in this video we just learned how to make type annotation, how to assign type to variables, and how to assign type to a function. In the next video, we're going to talk about type inference. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.